I'm gonna move on to the face. Look all the way. I'm just gonna clean off anything that dropped. So this is really important, and this is another reason why I like to do the eyes first, because you might not see it, but all of that's under her eye. And if you leave it there and it's under the rest of your makeup and under your concealer, it will start turning the concealer throughout the day and make them look like they have dark circles under their eyes. So very important to just get rid of that so your client has a beautiful under eye the entire day. All right, I'm gonna use an eye cream. Now I'm using Shape Tape eye cream. It has this nice little cooling roller ball. You just pump it. I already pumped it. I put a little bit on the back of my hand. Nice. And how nice does that feel?
I love that.
So nice. It's cooling, it's refreshing. Whenever you use something cool under the eye, it just helps to tighten and soothe, bring down any darkness. What a cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
I love this product.
It's great.
Now I gotta go back and buy this. Mm-hmm. Sorry, this was after the Sephora sale. Yeah, hello. All right, take all my money. Mm-hmm. What was?
I know, I love that. I love that too.
Now, yeah, eyes. We did that. We're gonna let that sit in for a sec. I'm going to go in and just start putting like an illuminator on her skin. I'm gonna use Sunbeam. Yeah, I like that name. Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand. So whenever you want to look super glowy, even under like actual makeup, actual foundation, you can use this without makeup. You can use this with makeup. I'm gonna use it just right on her. This is brand new. I'm gonna give it to Jewel. Now, if this is not something that you're giving to your client, you wanna, or it's not like your personal, you obviously don't wanna put it directly on the face with the wand unless you're like really alcoholing the hell out of it after. But you could just put it on the back of your hand and then use a concealer brush to apply it. But I'm just doing the higher points of her face, and now I'm gonna do her collarbone. I'm so sorry, I love this cross so much, it's so pretty. I love it, now I want it.
You have one.
Oh yeah, but I don't have that size, I like that size. Okay. Oh, so pretty, you have it on your body right now. Oh, good. I'm gonna just buff that in. Another dual-sided brush by Tarte. I'm going to use this side. It's a little bit more rounded. This one's a little more tapered. And I'm just gonna buff that into her skin. If someone has like a breakout or like a lot of fine lines, maybe avoid those areas just because you don't want to bring attention to those areas. And anything that's light reflecting will bring a little bit more attention. Do you guys use an illuminator under your makeup ever? But see how pretty this is, just like as is. Like you can literally walk out of the house with just this on and you just look fresh. It kind of blurs any imperfections in the skin. It's so pretty. So guys, you can see her chest, right? You can see how tan she is in both. Good. So since, again, Jewel has a spray tan, obviously her face is much brighter than her body. We always want to match the chest. Chest, arms, a lot of people match the neck, but the neck is not really even the same tone as the chest. So I always bring everything down anyway, but you really, I'm gonna keep her tan, probably gonna tan her up a little bit more with like contouring techniques. I won't go super dark with her base because I like to keep her bright, you know, in the center areas. But once all that feels like it's pretty good, I'm gonna actually throw a little bit of my primer on that I meant to do earlier. But it's fine now. This is the hydrating primer. Yep, again, we're keeping her nice and hydrated. Julia is naturally more dry. There is a smoothing primer. There's a bunch of different primers that you guys could use, but I'm using the hydrating on Jewel. I like that brush. So I'm really just putting that in the center or anywhere that might get like a little bit more creasing. Oh, I love this brush. It's so soft. Like I wish that you guys could feel like how soft this is. It's beautiful. Get it on that spray tan. I always forget that your mom does it, and she does like such a good job.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna use medium neutral on her. This is just the Double Duty Beauty, the face tape by Tarte. I'm literally using one pump of this, guys. One pump goes so far, and as you guys can see, this has like so much product in it. This has 1.1 fluid ounces. It's full. It's amazing, but one pump of this is all you need, opposed to like 3 or 4 of other brands. You really don't need a lot. It has so much coverage, just like the concealer. But I'm literally just buffing this into the skin.
Wow.
And like you could, yeah, it just melts. It melts in, it's so pretty. It stays so long, just like the Shape Tape. But like, see how pretty that is? Still skin-like. Not overdone, but like look how much I still have on my hand. Like I still have a whole half pump there. And I already loaded my brush up for this side. I always go down the neck. I always go down the chest if the chest is showing. Very important. Just keeps the skin tone like very consistent throughout the entire look. I always hit the ears if the ears are gonna show, especially if it's a high, like, what is that? Intensity day, like a high stress day, a wedding, or like red carpet, something where they might be getting nervous or hot under the lights, because the first thing that gets red is really the ears and the chest. So if you're not hitting those areas, it's just a dead giveaway for like a more beginner artist. So hitting those areas will really give you that like extra, like your clients will just love you because it just shows your professionalism and your knowledge a little bit more. And literally don't even need like an entire pump, which is crazy. Especially with your blonde girls, you want to be very careful around their hairline, especially if you're getting their ears or anything like that. Chin up for me. My chin back down. Beautiful. I'm going to hit her nose just really quick.
This looks so good.
She's so pretty. I'm done saying it. I'm done saying it.
Have hands from God. What is this?
Now I'm going to grab the Ultra Creamy Shape Tape in, what one do I want to use on you? I'm going to use right now just light medium honey. Whoa, almost got it on you.
It's okay.
She's like the chillest. Blending sponge. Good. I'm just gonna press that right under the eye, on the sides of the nose. I get extremely close to the lash line. Like, that's why I really leave most of the drop shadow for later, because it's just gonna go away anyway. Be very careful by your wing. Skin tone.
Oh, pony.
Pony. But I like a bright under eye. If your client or yourself does not like a bright under eye, you don't have to go as bright with your concealer. But I like it. And that's what matters today.
Yes. So to sum it up, do you like creamy versus regular?
Shape Tape?
Yeah.
For the face, absolutely.
Creamy.
Creamy for the face.
Yeah.
Always creamy for the face.
And then
I always used to use regular Shape Tape until Creamy came out. But always creamy. Unless you have someone that's like extremely, extremely oily. But I definitely prefer the creamy just because I feel like it looks a little more skin-like. It's not going to dry out under their eyes. It's not going to, you know, pronounce the fine lines under the eyes because it's sucking out all the moisture. but definitely love regular Shape Tape for above, love creamy for the face.
Beautiful.
I'm so sorry. They can't see it, but they can. I don't know if they can. It's so little.
I tried popping it this
No. That girl. That girl.
Touch.
I'm gonna go back into our Rich Golden. This is the Ultra Creamy. We're gonna start contouring. Because you guys know it's my favorite thing in life. Highlight and contour. I'm going to use our, okay, this is like such a great brush. So this brush,
Ooh.
yeah, it's like shaped, it comes to like a point, it tapers, and it just gets exactly where you want it to go with the contour. It's so nice. So I'm gonna load up that brush, make sure it doesn't have too much product on it, so I just kind of wipe the sides, and then I'm able to just get into that like contour of the cheekbone, and like then you could use the edges to buff it out at the same time. It's like, oh, so nice.
It's like
And-
effortless.
Yeah. What shade contour?
This was Rich Golden.
You are fancy, Julia.
Turn your head a little that way, so like, can you see there?
Yeah, yeah, it's perfect.
So right from like the edge of the ear, I always like to give a little swoop up. You can kind of give that downward motion as well if you want to bring in the sides of their face a bit. If you already have someone that's super slender, you don't have to do that. Or really like hollow in that area, because if they're too hollow, like it doesn't look great if you're like contouring that area. Jawline is very important to make sure that's super well blended. I always bring it down the neck. You never want just a line there. If you just leave a line there, you're gonna get the worst photos, because if they make like an unflattering face or they are just holding their face at a different angle, you're gonna see that line. So very important. Actually, straight.
And that one is creamy for contour, right?
Yes, everything on the face I'm using is creamy.
Beautiful.
Just blends out, it doesn't dry down super fast, so it's easy to work with. So sorry. No, tell me. I want you to tell me. Shouldn't I? So, as you can see, I'm just dragging that
What a nice brush.
down. It's so nice.
It's like hugging her.
I like to go down the neck because I like a skinny neck. I know I'm in front of it. Give me a sec, guys. You know? All right. Again, since we want to be very careful of her platinum blonde,
We just got it dyed like 2 weeks ago.
I don't want Deanna to kill me. I know. I just had to hold.
I'm so sorry.
Hair up.
There we go.
No need to see. It's fine.
You don't need to be comfortable.
I don't need to see her face.
Does the brush have number, like a number?
This doesn't, but nothing else looks like this on their site.
Okay.
This is a.
It's really
I know
cool.
on like the packaging it comes in, it does have the names and stuff of them, but I'm very sorry.
Hang on.
Swooping up a bit. Beautiful. Coming up her cheek a bit. Because she is pretty bronzed on her chest, and I just want to make sure that color translates. Now I'm just blending. So this is not like a super intense, harsh contour. It's going to blend out effortlessly. You can go more intense. I know for some people this is very intense. It's all preference.
Or I think it's the Shape Tape Airlift brush.
Shape Tape Airlift does sound right.
Airlift. It lifts and snatches that face.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Same beauty blender.
Yep. Now I'm just going to take my little concealer brush. And a little more concealer, but now I'm going with a little bit of a brighter shade. I'm going to go with Fair. I think I'm going to go with Fair. No, I'm going with maybe Fair Neutral. Now I'm going with my favorite shade of all time. Fair Light Neutral.
All favorites.
It really is. No, I can't open it because my hands are limber. Thank you. So, Bob Ross moment. Yes. He's a tree. Tiny's also a background singer if anyone needs.
Guys,
So hire her
anyone needs, I'm down.
for anything.
It's my passion.
Bring down the sides of the nose.
On point. Oh, these pants. I know, I usually oil on them.
What?
I oil my pants so they don't make that noise.
You know what sometimes I'll do? I'll do spray deodorant in between.
I use like literally like body oil and just.
If you guys don't have thigh gap and your thighs rub together when you wear leather pants, throw a little
I never
oil.
had thigh gap
Or-
in my life. Nope.
Or I normally do powder, not powder, spray on deodorant.
Was Sunbeam the color you used in this? Or
Yes, Sunbeam.
Yes. For the glow is Sunbeam.
Give it a little lift.
Mmm.
They sound like a something. I don't know.
Now I'm going into my rich golden. And we're just going to go down the nose. Very gently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're pretty centered in our orange head.
Yeah. So sorry. Mm.
Like to contour out the lip. I mean, like, who can't like a nice highlighting contour? One day, one of my clients is going to allow me to leave them like this. It'll be like the happiest day for me.
Ever.
I love a V at the chin. I feel like that's like one of my signature things is just to really taper that chin. I'll go in and contour the collarbone. You don't have to do all this. I just really like to. Just you do your color. Because I gave her all the credit for. Yeah, it's the best.
I know.
I love her. Doing a little extra. I'm doing a little more, guys. Because why not?
Why not?
So this is how I would do more of my structured contour. If you want to take it to like the next level, give a little bit more of that oomph to the face.
We like a little oomph. That is important.
Yes, when you're contouring and highlighting it is very important for them to be even because you will make them asymmetrical if you're not contouring them correctly. Very important.
Hmm.
Sometimes I'll even do like the chest if I want to pop out their boobs a little bit. right, guys, so in a minute, I want you guys to screenshot this, and you can tell me in your story, if you tag me and tag Tart, you have to write what shades I used for highlight and contour on Julia. And this is how you're gonna win the giveaway. We'll give you a few minutes to screenshot it. I want you guys to come back in. All I'm gonna do is blend it, so if you miss anything, it's just gonna be blending. But screenshot, go to enter the giveaway, post, tag, write the colors that we are using, and whoever gets it right is going to be our winner, and you're gonna get a lovely little giveaway.
Don't mind me.
381, guys. I love you guys so much.
Yeah, your live has so many.
I'm gonna have it be right.
I think this needs to go over so that that side's lit up. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Was that moved or was that always there?
Always there.
Oh man. Sorry guys, we didn't have the one side of the face lit.
Let me just take a photo, Jules.
Oh, she's. Are we done? Can we be done here?
No, it's so good.
Like down for a second.
Here.
No, I'm gonna look behind here. Aw, thanks guys. Thanks for all the love. Blunt Vanity, I just got you here. Hi.
Perfect, girl.
I bet people are regretting sharing all the answers.
They were all like telling each other.
They were like, how come we didn't even have to read the questions?
You guys knew that was coming at this point. You guys all know this is my favorite part. Fun fact, I actually quit MAC because one of the trainers told me to stop striping back in like 2000,
What, like 15?
15, 14.
Yeah, 14.
And the trainer came up to me and he was like, stop striping, what are you doing? And I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave now.
Yeah, literally the
This
next
has
day.
like just been what I've like lived for so long, is like the contour. If you guys have any questions about the contour, I am gonna start blending just so that it doesn't dry down too much. Sorry.
Go.
I did.
The eyes
Right.
look so good. Like everything looks so good. I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
I'm like staring at her.
All right. Hopefully it didn't dry too much while I wait it. But I don't recommend taking that much time away. But since it is the creamy one, you can it'll still move.
What brush is this?
This is Tarte, and it is the just two-sided.
Double-sided?
Yeah.
It's very. I like that it's purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cute. I said that when I took it out of the box.
Oh, pony.
Oh, sorry.
I'm so sorry. Oh, arm.
It's a little dance.
Oh my goodness.
That was a great 30-second video.
Did you make a video of
Sam
it?
always gets the good stuff.
Sorry. Sam gets like, I'm like, how did you even get that 2-second
Oh, joggle. That was nice.
So funny. There's the shadow going on this side. So tiny doesn't yell at me.
We're running marathons today.
Really need to buy a new Apple Watch since they stole mine out of my car.
You can have mine. I never even used it.
Sharks. And they ditched it. I don't even know where it is.
It's in the sewer.
Yep, so just little, you don't want to press too hard, guys. Like I'm literally barely touching because you don't want to break down all the layers that we did before.
Yeah, twist
And
this way just a little.
If you're using a product that it's way too hard to blend, use a different product because that will make it patchy if you're really pushing super hard. So you really want to be careful with your pressure. I'm a super heavy-handed person just naturally, so I have to be aware not to be like over aggressive.
Oh, Diego.
Hmm?
Diego.
Hi, Diego.
I love him.
Diego's a very talented photographer. Everyone follow him.
He is
We love
amazing.
Diego. Is a beautiful jewelry line too.
Yes, he does.
My mouth is not working. What do you say, Nicolette? These are not words.
My words are not working.
My words are not working.
Oh,
My words never work.
oh, pony.
Meh.
There she is.
Thank you. Chris is like, I'm gonna cut that ponytail off. I'm so sorry.
So sorry.
I think my one client, Rachel, just posted like something like she can't do anything without having her hair out of her face, like in a pony. And I'm like,
Oh yeah, I saw that last night.
if I ever show up to work without some form of a ponytail,
Mhm.
don't like just kick me out.
Yeah.
Nope.
Just tell me to leave right then, because I am not ready.
Sorry, can I go on here?
Pressing it in, making sure everything's smooth and even. If you have a hard time blending, you could always grab a little bit more foundation, which I probably am going to do because I want to go over her chest a little bit more because I see the spray tan like reading in the camera, and I just want to smooth that a touch.
The purple brush that Lauren is using is the Quickie double-ended concealer brush. Very nice.
Very nice. Like cookie.
I like that little
Love
quickie.
that quickie.
What else?
Anyone else, guys?
Hmm.
Did we get people back in, or are they still out?
Yeah, no, they're in.
Oh, okay.
371.
Oh, good. Everyone came back.
Mm-hmm.
Almost. I just pumped up the wrong color onto my hand. So sorry, guys. There we go. Light, medium. No, we used neutral. It was medium, neutral. Got it. Got it.
So we're going in with the same foundation.
Yeah, just to really buff into her chest just a little bit more. Just want to get that a little bit cleaner. Sorry, Joel. And then I'm just going to use my buffing brush to bounce over the face to make sure there are no harsh lines.
How are you announcing the giveaway winner?
I'm going to look as soon as we're off, and the
Perfect.
first one that I see is going to go onto my story, and I will announce it that way, and then we will reach out for your or you could just like DM us your the shipping address that you would like it to go to.
Dun, dun, dun.
I will also post what the giveaway is so that you guys can see. I believe it's 4 different concealers, 2 regular face shape tape, 2 creamy lip products. I believe we have a foundation in there. Blushes. What else? There's a bunch of things. Like it's a good one.
It's very blonde.
Hmm?
You're very blonde in the camera.
Me or
You.
I am. They
buffer.
are. I believe it's just called the buffer brush.
Yes.
Buffing or buffer.
Buffer brush that she's using for the foundation. Look at that. Jules, where are you gonna go after this? You better go somewhere. You gotta go
Girl.
somewhere.
Too bad Cheeky ain't open today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a little, yes, shoulder. So sorry. Oh, our airport friend Leah's here.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Still so
We're
happy.
coming back from Florida.
Uh-huh.
Hi, Leah.
From Orlando.
Atta girl. All right, I'm just getting my setting powder. Look up really quick just to get any lines. You guys don't want any lines under the eyes before setting it.
And this is, you're doing setting powder?
Yeah. I'm just going to use one of Tarte's little powder puffs with a little bit of the Shape Tape setting powder.
Translucent?
I think it's only one shade, the Shape Tape setting powder.
I think you're right.
And it's like almost like a very soft like yellow. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
It's really
Very
pretty.
soft.
Just make sure she's blended out first. Very important, guys. If there is a crease there and you put the setting powder over it, you will set the crease and it will be there forever. Oop. Just pressing it on in. Oh, it's just so pretty. Just really like blurs. It does brighten slightly. I like to go even brighter so you guys will see in a little bit like what I like to do to go a little brighter, but it really does blur any imperfections.
Very nice.
Very pretty.
Oh,
What?
sorry. Oh, thought you were taking the light with you.
Did I?
Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
That looks really nice.
It does. Just using the side of my powder puff, going down the sides. Little snatch, snatch.
Liv anyway said, I love how every makeup artist that does the hand thing when they tell people to look up. Remember I said that to you the other day? I was like, this.
Some of my clients are like, what are you telling me?
Yeah.
I'm like, look up. And it's like out of habit, right, guys? Like you don't even like think about it. Like I was trying to get like something off of my son's like bottom lashes and I'm like pointing upward like he would know what to do. My little 2-year-old man.
Mm-hmm. It's the Shape Tape loose powder, correct?
Yes, setting powder. And it's loose. It is loose. Whoa. I told you.
Someone
take
said,
it light with you.
no words, just conducting.
No. I wonder if we would be great conductors.
I think we would.
musically.
Yes.
Definitely.
Did we dim that, or am I just going blind?
No, no.
I think you're
It's at
right.
100.
Okay, blind. Blind it is.
Look at that. Doing nice pressing.
So if you ever see me like kind of wipe, I'm not putting like any pressure. Like I'm literally like letting it just softly glide. Great word, Tiny.
Thank you so much.
Softly glide across the face. This is another thing, like I feel like that will create a line if you don't get the setting powder under the chin. Because some people will just like kind of do like that swoop to define, you know, the cheekbone, but then you're getting like this hard line here. So really important to do that. Julia.
Do you hear us saying your name in your sleep?
I will tonight.
Just luffing it away.
Yes.
So again, Julia is on the drier side. So I'm not letting that really sit. I'm not putting a really heavy, thick layer because I don't want to dry her out. If you have a more oily client, you could totally do that. Or if you're more oily, you could totally let it bake and sit with a heavier, thicker amount of powder. but I'm not doing that on her because I don't want to dry her out. I don't want her to look cakey, because that's really what cakiness really stems from, is like either dead skin laying under the makeup or like the dryness of the skin. Good?
Yes, are you?
Yeah.
You're doing great.
Thanks, Tiny. Tiny says this to me multiple times throughout class. You're doing, and she'll just look at me and not actually say it. She's like, "You're doing great," and she'll give me like a
thumbs up.
Yeah.
You are. You're doing really good.
I'm going in with a little bit more powder now. This is the Shape Tape 10N Fair Neutral.
Can you see the packaging? It's very beautiful. Look at that.
Just being my hand model self. This is a foundation powder, so if you want any areas brighter, that's what you're gonna do with this right now. It's gonna add some coverage as well, since it is a foundation powder. You wanna be, again, light-handed, but see the difference. Here, let me stand on this side really quick.
We could twist
See the difference
Oh yeah.
of how bright and almost airbrushed this side looks.
Mm-hmm.
And how like this is just like a little flatter. This has a little bit more dimension. And like two tripods. That's why I trip every time I go the other way.
And I think a few of you were asking to see the setup. We posted it on my Instagram, but it'll be reposted on Lauren's, so you'll see it eventually.
I will repost it. So I'm using this more or less as a brightening powder.
Pony.
So sorry, guys. Head towards me. That's going to avoid that. Really brightening. I could go back in with this later if I decide I want to. Might not be necessary. I'm going to go in with medium. And this is the Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Tinted Pressed Finishing Powder. So this is not a foundation powder, it's just more of a setting powder. You're not gonna get like a ton of coverage from it, but you're gonna get some color. I'm going to use our foundation buffing brush. Because I like a two-purpose brush. Straighten me a little.
Go in there.
And this is going more or less around the perimeter of her face. And then we will bronze her, so don't worry. If you feel like she looks very soft and fair right now, it's okay. I need this brush.
Another double-sider. I love the multi-brushes.
Yeah, it just makes it easier.
Yeah. I can't always find my brushes. Like my personal ones. I have a bad personal makeup artist.
And even just to have like that many, like to carry with you for travel or like in your vanity, to have like so many.
Yeah.
This just makes it a little easier. I'm just taking this and going through her shadow. I think it just marries the face into the shadow very well. One more time towards the middle. Beautiful. Brush a little powder. So now her face is set, fully set. I'm gonna go in and add a little bit more dimension. Give her a little bronze.